got a new idea for a rig, and this one might be a little crazy. Are you ready? Let's do this. Hey everybody, David, aka RVJedeye, and if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, click that bell notification. That way, whenever a new video comes out, you'll be notified. So let's talk a little bit about where we're at right now. My RV is broken. I'm in the process of trying to sell it, and I'm trying to figure out what is going to be next. Over the last several months, I've been sharing some possible solutions. The first one, taking a look at motorhomes. So with the RV in storage, the plan now is to start thinking about what is going to be next. Now, I'm still about 8 to 12 months away from actually going out and purchasing something, but I'm starting to get that itch to start thinking about what my next RV is going to be like. And that's where you come in. I need your help. I want you to help me think out everything as I get ready to make this decision. So for the purpose of this video, I'm only going to talk about potential motorhomes. Those are the self-contained everything. You know, you got your engine, you got your RV, everything's all together. I will consider travel trailers, and we'll do a video on that a little bit later in the year. But for this video, I'm only talking about motorhomes. And then recently, I talked about possible travel trailers. So now that I am in the process of thinking about what's next for my RV life, it is time to start thinking about towables or travel trailers. So one of the options out there obviously is a travel trailer or a towable. So when it comes to what's next in my RV life, yep, a towable or travel trailer is in the mix. So now it's time to think about a third option, something outside of the box, something that may seem a little crazy, and that's minivan camping. I've been following that trend for a long time, and I really am interested in possibly going that route. Minivans might just be the right option for me. You know, there are 2 channels that I subscribe to and follow that really have planted the seed, if you will, in my mind. That's Adventuring with Amanda and Off-Grid Adventure. Both of these channels give you a really good in-depth look at the lifestyle.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Adventuring with Amanda. Thank you so much for being here. In this video, I am giving you an updated, comprehensive tour of my not so luxurious minivan camper. I have a no-build minivan, and I do an annual tour of my van, but it's been about 6 months and I've changed some things, so I decided to do an update video. This is going to be a longer one, so grab a cocktail or a Coke or a coffee and let's get into it. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this updated tour as of the end of August 2023. Subscribe to my channel if you are new and interested in budget-friendly van life, especially with a dog, and we will see you next time.
Minivans are one of the best foundations for starting a minimalist, no-build camper van conversion. In this video, we'll look at what minivan camping is, what the advantages and disadvantages are, and dive into some of the frequently asked questions of minivan life. In your everyday life, driving down the road, going into a parking lot at a giant store, have you ever looked at a minivan and thought to yourself, there's someone camping in there? This is an idea that probably never occurs to anybody, particularly outside of big cities. This is because the modern minivan is virtually unnoticeable. Even with a small rack, or in my case, a solar panel, the minivan never draws attention. For this reason, I prefer minivan camping over full-size vans. I have mentioned the solar panel and awning to my friends in casual conversation and watched their heads explode. Mind blown. They never notice it unless I point it out to them. When considering some of the advantages and disadvantages of minivan camping, I will use a full-size van as a comparison. Minivans can go anywhere a car can go, including parking garages, and as previously noted, they are unnoticeable. Full-size vans with high tops sometimes have difficulty getting into parking garages. Additionally, they are becoming more noticeable as potential dwellings for van lifers. One big advantage is that minivans are typically much more efficient, with some newer hybrids achieving as much as 40 miles per gallon. Minivans are usually much cheaper than full-size vans overall. In my experience, this was a vehicle I already had, and I'll discuss that a little later.
Big thanks to Mario and Amanda for letting me use some of their video. I'll put a link to both of their channels in the descriptions below. You really want to check out their channels. Now, what both of these channels and others like them have shown me is you can camp comfortably in a minivan. There may also be some advantages to camping in a minivan rather than an RV, and something I really need to consider with my next rig. Number one, they're relatively inexpensive. Yeah, you can go on Craigslist and pick up a pretty good conditioned minivan for about $3,000 to $5,000, and you throw in another grand to fix it up and you've got yourself a good minivan for a camper. Number two, because they're a minivan, they're easier to park. A minivan is just like your typical car, so you can find parking in and around town a lot easier. And number three, depending on what minivan you go with, you can actually sit up in them and get a lot more space than in my Subaru Crosstrek. So again, at this point, I don't know what my final decision is going to be when it comes to my next rig. I still have some time to go, still have to sell my old RV, and I'm looking at a lot of different things. But the one thing I do know is converting a minivan is certainly an option and certainly something I'm looking into. Hey, that's going to do it right now for me. Make sure you follow me all over social media at RVJedeye. And then, of course, you can follow me on my website at RVJedeye.com. Get out there, explore, try something new. Maybe even minivan camping is for you. No matter what, go out and have fun. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.